Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. On Wednesday's video I did mention that I was feeling sort of down in the dumps a little bit. Well, things have improved, they've swung around a little bit, and I'm starting to feel better again. It's not an instant cure by any means. It's quite a long process, but I am definitely on the mend. Right, tonight's nightcap, I think there's two snapped studs. One of them's quite complicated, and then I get something for Deborah. She's always wanted a leg vise, so my friend Peter sent a leg vise up, a really old one, quite a big one as well. It's absolutely sea solid, so I spent a bit of time trying to free that off. Last week I did a video, it was a review video for Vivo on a pump for an air gun, like a PCP pump. Now that had 5,500 hits up to now, which means that quite a few of my viewers must obviously be into air guns. I did a lot of shooting years ago, and I've just sort of getting back into shooting. I've got a bit more time, and I'm just going to do a little bit of target shooting up the garden. Now I have got one or two things to make. I need to make a really silent pellet catcher. I want to make some targets. I've got the SNNC. I want to make some nice pop-up targets. So if anybody wants us to put a little bit of air gun shooting in some of my videos, just ask in the comments box, and I'll certainly see what I can do. I've got a steering knuckle here, or a steering upright, I think the top of Volvo. That's where the bottom ball joint goes, and they've snapped off the pinch bolt, and they've had a go at drilling it. They haven't made a bad job of drilling it. It looks like it's more or less in the centre. My go-to method of getting these out is to weld a nut onto them, weld the washer on, then weld a nut on. The heat goes into the threads, and sometimes that gets them out, otherwise it is a drill job. But hopefully welding will get it out. You can see it then, all its miserable glory. We've definitely had a good go at it, as you can see. I think what I'll do is I'll weld the washer on. That's the first line of attack. Make that onto there, and then go from there. The idea is to get some of the heat to soak into the job as well. We'll give it a little try when it's still warm, and then we'll let it cool off. We'll play around and we'll sort of get the bastard thing out, I would imagine. I think it's moving, but I think what's happened is the stud, it's damaged inside there, so I'm going to put a slit in just through there so I can cut the scabby end of it off. It really is a mess, this. It's definitely moving. I'm pretty sure it's moving. Yes, it is moving. If I dress that end in there up, it might well screw out, hopefully, anyway. Hopefully you can see the raggy end of bolt in there. Oh, doesn't want to play. Definitely turning. Oh. Let's share that awful welding that nut on, give it another go. I'll get this bastard, like, I'll definitely get it. Right, well, I've got welded on, we'll try that. Getting quite a decent hole, that I would think. Oh. And it doesn't matter if it damages the threads, I can put a helicoil in. All I want is the bastard thing out. Something's happening. Bastard. It's out. We have to run a tap down through the thread. It appears to have had Loctite or something on, but it's certainly out. What do you charge for a job like that? Plenty, John, plenty. The threads stand out 12 by 1.5, sorry, 12 by 175. We'll just put a tap down through the hole to make sure they're all nicely cleaned up for them. Always have an earth on the job as near you possibly can to what you're working on, because there is a wheel bearing in there and we don't want to put any juice through the wheel bearing. That's it all the way through. Nice repair, very happy. Had it not have come out with the heat and the welding, it would have been a milling machine job and a milling cutter and drill it out, but order either way out of getting it out. That's warm, that bastard. Right, there you go. This has got a snapped 6mm still in the end of there. Hopefully it'll be slack, so it should come out with a left hand drill. First thing to do is try and centre pop it as near the middle as you possibly can, just in case we have got to drill it all the way out. You don't want to centre punch it too hard because you don't want to spread the stud. Just push it across so it's in the middle. That looks pretty good. You can move it around to get it where you want it. Right. Right, so that's a left hand drill. So it actually runs backwards and cuts backwards, and hopefully it'll dig into there and screw it out. Hopefully. Doesn't want to play. Tell straight away it doesn't want to play. Oh, shit. This is bother. Got to come out. Right, I'm going to put it on the milling machine so I can drill it straight. It's no good pissing about like this, it's going to be right. And I can't put it in the lathe, it's too big. I'm going to persevere with this because it's going to be so awkward to mount. I've gone in with a slightly bigger drill, so now I've got something that this hopefully will bite into. All it's going to do is unwind that. Oh, look at that, man. Oh, Johnny. Job's a good one. Right, so that's that. Sorted. Left hand drills, when they work, it's really nice. Of course, the bastard thing's got us, isn't it? Anyway, that's the job done.